Hey, what's up, Street Hogs? This is Eric Kim from the Eric Kim Street Photography blog. Made a quick video about what I thought about the new M monochrome camera, but wanted to make a quick video about the Leica event in Berlin. Um, I just wanted to share my experiences going to the Leica event because it's, an event that is quite strange. It's like, what goes on behind these events? So I'll just kind of share what's been going on with me the last few days. So essentially, what happened. Flew out from Los Angeles, had around a 15-hour flight, flew to Lufthansa. It was actually quite nice. Flew directly to Munich, then had a flight to Berlin, and met my girlfriend Cindy at the airport, and she was staying. Um, she was in Michigan at the time, and she flew out to Berlin to meet me up, and together we took the bus to the Melia Hotel, which we're staying at right now. So thanks, Leica, for flying me out and giving me a nice room to stay in. So the next few days, it was really a great opportunity to meet a lot of passionate photographers. Met up with my buddy Charlie Kirk and also Sarah Trula. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, Sarah. Two buddies of mine that I know um, mostly via the internet, but now a lot more in person. Me and Charlie are like this, so you love me, Charlie. Anyways, it was at the actual event or coming up to the event. Spent a lot of time, kind of meeting up a lot of people at Leica too. So met up with a lot of people from like all over Asia, like in the UK, like in America, and a really good opportunity to network and just kind of grab beers with these guys and chill out and just talk about photography, talk about cameras and stuff like that. Also, it was a good opportunity for me to once again meet all these other photographers. Didn't do so much street photography in Berlin yet because the workshop's tomorrow. It's actually 2:40 in the morning, but I just wanted to make all these videos to kind of get it out of me because I feel like if I don't post anything, it just kind of keeps me up at night. I don't know, and was so exhausted before I wasn't able to really talk about the experiences. So um, for the first few days, it kind of chilled out. Met a lot of people just you know eat and drink. Didn't leave more than 100 meters from the hotel, and it was really nice because for this, Cindy was able to travel with me. Generally, Cindy is kind of staying back home, chilling, holding down the fort in Michigan, studying her PhD in Vietnamese colonial history, working really hard. So having Cindy by my side was a really nice experience to A, travel together, and B, just kind of stay connected. And I'm just so, my mind is just everywhere when I'm traveling. So it was a nice opportunity for her to kind of make sure I didn't jump off bridges or get my camera stolen or anything like that. And also thanks to Bellamy for um, shipping me my new camera. But maybe I'll just bring it over. So for those of you guys who don't know, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, Todd from the Hatakeyama Gallery helped me sell my M9 because it was a camera that was collecting dust the last 2 or 3 months. Ever since Todd gave me his old Leica M6, I just been shooting exclusively film the last several months and fallen in love with it. Who knows, it might switch back to digital in the next year or two, but for now I'm just trying to stick to film. So when I was traveling in Australia, my M6 actually jammed up on me several times, so thought that it might be a good opportunity to get a backup or a replacement because it wasn't fun shooting 3 days in Australia without my Leica. Fortunately, the M6 was able to get fixed halfway in my trip, but once again, you don't want to get stuck without a working camera. So, got a new camera. Boom, boom, boom. It's the Leica MP. Thank you to Bellamy Hunt, for aka Japan Camera Hunter, for sourcing this beautiful camera. This is a black one. It's the .72 finder. I was thinking about getting the .58 finder for the longest time, but it was one of those things that you just more stress to try to find a camera that's more rare. For you guys who may not know, the .58 finder allows you to see a little bit more outside the frame lines because I wear glasses and it's kind of hard for me to see with the .72 because it just barely squeezes the edges. But at the end of the day, I've been shooting with my M9 so long and gotten used to it. Probably best to just kind of keep it consistent. Um, Shooting with my Summicron, my 35, and you know, you guys might be curious, what's the difference between the Leica MP and the Leica M6? Honestly, not much. It's The only difference is that the MP is newer. It's produced in the 2000 plus, whereas M6 was produced in the 1980s, and you know, it's just a newer camera, so it's more reliable. And I mean, considering I was able to sell my M9, it's just now that I have two film cameras when I'm traveling, it's just a lot more safe. And so I'll just probably just be shooting with this camera, and holding the M6 is kind of a backup. Um, Going back to the event, so the actual event was on May 10th, of course. We all jumped in the bus around 6 p.m., rolled on in, and it was a really cool opportunity because it was shot. It was take though the entire event was at the CO, which is a photography space in Berlin. It's really really famous, massive, and it was insane this year. Like last year in the Paris announcement, the Paris event only had around maybe 160, 180 guests, but this one had over 500. I've heard over 600. So a ton of people from all around the world. And it was just crazy, just jam packed with people. But once again, another good opportunity to network with people. Met some really cool guys like Thorsten Overgaard. I met him once in LA. Very cool guy. Very passionate and love his portraits. Met Steve Hupp. You guys all know him. He does his camera reviews, and also first time meeting him. Very down to earth guy. Make sure to check out his sites if you're looking for gear reviews. What else did I meet? I met so many people. I'm sorry, I can't name everybody. You guys know who you are. Anyways, um, was able to meet more Leica people working on products, and the thing I really like about the people who work at Leica, incredibly down to earth, very chill, very lax, and it's quite interesting because Leica's, the camera is more of a luxury brand, but the people who work within Leica are actually quite, very, very humble people, very honest, very open-minded, and just cool people to grab a beer with. And it was a nice event, lots of free drinks, free food and stuff like that. The actual event itself went to this massive room, a lot of people, it's kind of hot in there, and a lot of presentations about the new cameras, the new monochrome, released some new Hermes M9P edition, which is pretty sexy. Also the new X2, and there's a bunch of videos and people coming on stage talking about the events. The thing of the event that really touched me the most was the presentation about the photography of, sorry if I can't pronounce this correctly, Jakob Sobol. Essentially, what he did was he jumped on the transatlantic or Trans-Siberian Railroad, and for about 30 days took the new Black M monochrome camera and shot. And his photos are just so raw, so gritty, so powerful. Just the blacks were just like jet black, and just the raw emotion behind all of it. Um, and his photos were just A, they're just amazing, and B, he talks about the photos and the encounters and the people he interacts with. And really, the line that stuck with me the most is he says, "When I take a photo, if it doesn't grip me by the heart and just really hit me straight in the chest, he doesn't think it's a good photo." So, really think about taking photos with a lot of emotion, a lot of heart to make a memorable image. Everyone at the event pretty much agreed that they were phenomenal images, and the entire month he shot over 30,000 photos, and he actually had a team of 4 people assisting him, shooting with him, traveling with him, or making a small film about him, and he had a person help with his post-production because, of course, the black and whites aren't straight out of the camera. They're, post-processed in Photoshop or something like that to recreate his look. And, the black and white monochrome camera seems like a really cool camera. Shoots up to like 6400 ISOs, looks clean to me. 8,000 gets a little grainy. About 10,000, it's, you know, pretty grainy, but still usable. So if you're a baller on budget, shoot film or shoot with whatever you have. Just convert Silver FX Pro 2. If you have the money, and you like black and white, and you like clean images, I say go for it. Get one. I think it's a really cool concept, and if I wasn't shooting in color, and I had the money, I don't, I'd get one. And let's see what else. So you're at the event, talking with a bunch of other photographers and photographers from all around the world, from Berlin, from all these other places, talking about them, about their personal projects, and once again having a few beers. It's always having a few beers here and there is always a nice social lubricant. And you know, there was a great exhibition by I forgot the photographer, but portrait photographer, phenomenal images. And it's just for any of you guys in Berlin, make sure to check it out. It's definitely a really cool place to see great photography. Um, Tomorrow I'll have my workshop in Berlin. Let's see, it's 2:50 a.m. now. It's gonna be, oh man, it's gonna be kind of tough. But just drinking lots of coffee, hopefully it'll be good. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for supporting. Believe it's been nearly a year since the last Leica event. I have you guys so much to thank for supporting me the entire way. Also, especially thanks to JJ if you're watching this from Leica Camera for, you know, helping me get this connection and inviting me out. Really appreciate it a lot. We'll keep you updated for the rest of my travels. Thanks for watching. Peace out.